Most of us go through life avoiding the tough questions, the ones that shake us to our core and threaten the comfort of our daily routines. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking your greatest potential lies in confronting these uncomfortable questions? This isn't just about pushing boundaries, it's about obliterating them. Today, we delve into the ancient yet incredibly relevant world of Stoicism, a philosophy that doesn't just challenge our thinking but transforms our entire approach to living. Stoicism, originating from ancient Greece, teaches us that true resilience isn't about avoiding challenges, but embracing them as essential components of our growth. This philosophy not only provides the courage to face adversity, but also imparts the wisdom to identify what truly matters amidst chaos. As we unpack the principles of Stoicism, we'll explore how these timeless truths can lead us to more fulfilling lives. Whether you're feeling stuck or just eager to refine your approach to life's hurdles, stay tuned. This journey into Stoicism is not merely about learning a philosophy, it's about living it daily. And if you find value in what we're discussing here, please consider subscribing to support our community. Let's dive in. 1. Start small. Stoicism teaches that significant change begins with small, intentional steps. It's not about a radical overnight transformation, but about making manageable adjustments that cumulatively lead to profound change. This philosophy doesn't advocate for rapid, overwhelming change, which often proves unsustainable. Instead, it emphasizes the power of incremental progress. Each small action you take is like a brick in the construction of your new self. Just as Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, suggested, it's about laying one stone at a time, carefully and deliberately, to build a robust path towards self-improvement. So, how can you start small practically? Begin by dedicating 5 minutes each day to reflection or journaling, practices deeply rooted in Stoic tradition. These moments of introspection help you align your daily actions with your core values, fostering inner peace and clarity. Another small yet impactful step is to adjust your reactions to external stresses. Stoics practice reframing their perceptions to manage responses to events beyond their control. This means pausing when you feel agitated and choosing a response that reflects calmness and reason instead of impulsivity. Starting small also involves embracing the principle of Stoic acceptance, acknowledging and adapting to the present moment rather than wishing it were different. This could mean accepting a minor inconvenience with grace or recognizing a challenge without letting it dictate your actions. By focusing on these small, manageable parts of your life, you're not just practicing Stoicism, you're living it. Each small step reinforces your commitment to self-mastery and continuous growth, embodying the Stoic ideal that true progress is a deliberate and measured journey, not a sprint. 2. Stop letting anxiety rule over you. In Stoic philosophy, anxiety is not caused by the events themselves, but by our judgments about those events. This perspective is empowering because it means we have ultimate control over our internal state, no matter the external circumstances. Stoicism teaches us to dissect our anxiety, understand its roots, and challenge the judgments that fuel it. Anxiety often stems from our desire to control the uncontrollable things like the future, others' opinions, or the outcomes of situations. But according to Stoicism, the only things truly within our control are our own actions, thoughts, and reactions. When you start to feel anxiety creeping in, take a moment to assess. Are you worrying about something outside your control? Shift your focus instead to how you can respond, which is always within your control. This shift isn't about suppression, but about transforming your perspective. Practicing this Stoic separation regularly can significantly lessen anxiety's grip. It's about cultivating a mental discipline that allows you to acknowledge your fears, assess their validity, and then refocus on actionable, controllable aspects of a situation. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded themselves to differentiate between external events and internal reactions, encouraging a focus on self-mastery in the face of life's unpredictability. Moreover, Stoicism suggests proactive mental training through practices like premeditatio malorum, where you visualize worst-case scenarios and prepare yourself mentally. This practice might seem counterintuitive, but by mentally confronting your fears. You diminish their power, reducing anxiety by acclimatizing yourself to the idea that you can handle adversity. By embracing these Stoic strategies, you build mental resilience that not only shields you from future anxieties, but also empowers you to live more fully in the present. Each moment of anxiety becomes a chance to practice Stoicism, turning what could be a paralyzing experience into an opportunity for personal growth and fortitude. 3. Create a routine. Stoics like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius understood that structure frees us from the chaos of daily decision-making and aligns us more closely with our virtues. A well-crafted routine isn't a cage, but a framework supporting our highest goals and principles. Think of your daily routine as a garden. Just as a garden needs regular tending to flourish, your habits and practices require consistent attention to cultivate virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, the core pillars of Stoicism. Start by identifying times of day when you can engage in practices that reinforce these virtues. Perhaps it's a morning meditation to cultivate peace, wisdom, and temperance, or setting aside time to help others, thus practicing justice and courage. But how exactly do you establish such a routine? Begin with small, manageable commitments. If you're not a morning person, don't schedule your most demanding tasks at dawn. Instead, match your tasks to your natural rhythms. Include time for reflection, perhaps through journaling or reading Stoic texts, to remind yourself of the Stoic principles you want to embody. Moreover, integrate moments of Stoic pauses throughout your day. These are brief periods where you stop to reflect on your current emotional state and realign with Stoic ideals. Ask yourself, is this action in line with my virtues? These pauses help solidify your routine by anchoring your actions in Stoic thought. A Stoic routine also embraces flexibility within its structure. Stoicism teaches the importance of adapting to circumstances with equanimity. So if something unexpected takes your time or an opportunity arises to practice a virtue, adjust your schedule accordingly. The goal isn't to adhere rigidly to a checklist, but to live purposefully according to Stoic values. As you establish and refine your routine, remember that the ultimate aim is not just to be productive, but to cultivate a character that remains steady and virtuous, regardless of external circumstances. A Stoic routine helps build a life not just of efficiency, but of ethical integrity and philosophical fulfillment. 4. Give yourself the order to stop. In Stoicism, the act of telling yourself to stop isn't merely about ending a behavior. It's about asserting control over your impulses and desires, which often lead us astray. This is deeply rooted in the Stoic emphasis on self-mastery, the idea that true freedom comes from within, not from external circumstances. Giving yourself the order to stop harnesses your willpower to redirect your path toward more virtuous actions. Consider how you might implement this. Say you find yourself frequently procrastinating, lost in social media instead of engaging in more meaningful activities. In this instance, giving yourself the order to stop means recognizing the impulse to procrastinate and consciously choosing to redirect your focus toward more productive and virtuous activities. This practice isn't about harsh self-reprimand, but about gentle yet firm self-guidance. Say you find yourself frequently procrastinating, lost in social media, instead of engaging in more meaningful activities. In this instance, giving yourself the order to stop means recognizing the impulse to procrastinate and consciously choosing to redirect your focus toward more productive and virtuous activities. This practice isn't about harsh self-reprimand, but about gentle yet firm self-guidance. The next time you catch yourself in a counterproductive habit, pause and give yourself the clear command to stop. Then, immediately redirect your energy towards something that aligns with your values and long-term goals. Over time, this practice strengthens your self-control and reinforces your commitment to living according to Stoic principles. Each instance of exercising this self-discipline brings you closer to the Stoic ideal of a life governed by reason and virtue rather than by fleeting desires and distractions. 5. Practice gratitude. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of gratitude. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we cultivate a mindset of abundance and contentment. The philosopher Epictetus reminds us that he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Practicing gratitude can shift our perspective and enhance our overall well-being. How can we incorporate gratitude into our daily lives? One effective way is through journaling. Each day, take a few moments to write down 3 things you are grateful for. They don't have to be grand or significant. Simple pleasures like a warm cup of coffee, a kind word from a friend, or a moment of quiet reflection can be profound. By consistently acknowledging and appreciating these small blessings, we train our minds to focus on the positive aspects of our lives. Another approach is to express gratitude directly to others, whether it's through a heartfelt thank you note, a verbal expression of appreciation, or a simple gesture of kindness. Showing gratitude can strengthen our relationships and foster a sense of community. This practice not only benefits others, but also enhances our own sense of connectedness and fulfillment. 6. Embrace the present moment. Finally, Stoicism teaches us the value of living in the present moment. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." Often, we find ourselves caught up in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future, which can rob us of the joy and peace available in the here and now. By focusing on the present, we can fully engage with life and make the most of each moment. To cultivate this awareness, consider incorporating mindfulness practices into your routine. Mindfulness meditation, for example, involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. This practice can help us develop a greater awareness of our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to respond to them more skillfully. Another way to embrace the present is to engage fully in whatever activity you are doing. Whether it's working on a project, spending time with loved ones, or simply enjoying a meal, give your full attention to the task at hand. This not only enhances the quality of your experience, but also fosters a deeper appreciation for the simple pleasures of life. By practicing gratitude and embracing the present moment, we can enhance our well-being and cultivate a more resilient, fulfilling life. These practices, along with the other principles of Stoicism, provide a powerful framework for navigating the challenges and opportunities of life with wisdom and grace. In conclusion, Stoicism offers us timeless wisdom for modern living. By starting small, managing anxiety, creating a routine, exercising self-control, practicing gratitude, and embracing the present, we can transform our lives in meaningful ways. These practices help us cultivate inner peace, resilience, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. As we integrate these principles into our daily lives, we not only improve our own well-being, but also positively impact those around us. So let's commit to living with intention and embracing the Stoic way of life. And as always, if you find value in these discussions, please support our community by hitting the subscribe button. Together, we can continue this journey of growth and self-improvement. Let's go. The next time you catch yourself in a counterproductive habit, pause and give yourself the clear command to stop. Then, immediately redirect your energy towards something that aligns with your values and long-term goals. Over time, this practice strengthens your self-control and reinforces your commitment to living according to Stoic principles. Each instance of exercising this self-discipline brings you closer to the Stoic ideal of a life governed by reason and virtue, rather than by fleeting desires and distractions. By incorporating these Stoic practices into your daily life, starting small, managing anxiety, creating a routine, and exercising self-control, you embark on a path of continuous self-improvement. Stoicism offers not just a way to think, but a way to live that fosters resilience, inner peace, and profound fulfillment. So let's embrace these ancient teachings and transform our lives, one deliberate step at a time. And as always, if you appreciate what we're doing here, the simplest and most valuable favor you can do for us is to hit the subscribe button. Let's continue this journey together.